What's up? Hey, what's good? What's poppin'? I am Miss Berry. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys for sliding through and coming to kick it with me. As you guys can see from the title. Now, I'm taking a deeper dive into Miss Candace Honey. Because I'm not really that familiar with Candace, and I said that I was going to, take a deeper dive to understand more of what she's talking about on this expanding my mind journey. So I came across this video here in particular. Candace Owens, race baiting liberal student. I don't even know if I said that correctly, y'all. Please don't chew my head off. I need my glasses. That would be so helpful. But anyway, y'all, I don't got glasses or nothing in, y'all. Like, I just be switching it up. I'm not really gonna do too much talking, y'all. I'm very, very, very excited to, see what this video is about and how it goes, because I did do a reaction video to Caitlin Bennett. What is that? Liberal Hangout. Caitlin Bennett with the leftists when she went onto Ohio campus and stuff like that. And I was reading a lot of you guys' comments, and so I'm just just searching, just pulling different sources. But I've done enough talking, y'all. Let's go ahead and get straight up into it. All right, y'all, we're gonna cut that short. I feel like this is just, it's acting crazy. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and press play. Oh.
I got a question for Candace.
Okay.
You said America wasn't a racist country.
I never said that. You can't find a single.
You said America isn't a racist country, right?
America is not a racist country. Yeah, I did say that. You're right.
All right. So,
Got me.
She was ready, y'all. She was ready to be like, no, fact check. But she had to think about it.
I look at
she thought about it.
One example, like inner city gangs, right? If you look at like inner city gangs, they were really like persecuted 100% by police departments and the government. What did America do to end the ideology or the practice of the KKK at all?
So let's dial this back to end the practice of the KKK. I want to start with saying to you what percentage of Black Americans black homicides are committed by white people?
That's just like me saying how much percent of homicides. It's like you guys stand for any.
No, I'm just asking a question. I'm not trying to walk you into a trap.
I don't really study statistics, because statistics, you could look at any race and look at numbers of killings and murder. So.
Would it be fair if I said that Black people are racist towards Black people right now?
Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's a little racist.
Do you think that we're racist towards each other?
No, I wouldn't say racist.
I find it the hyper focusing on the KKK, which killed thousands of Black Americans.
I would say that America kind of conditioned, like, if you say Black people are racist, that came from America's history. That's just what.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I say if you asked me if you think we are racist to each other.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but if we were.
Okay, because we're killing ourselves, just so you know. Like, we're at a way faster.
You can say every race is killing themselves.
At a way faster and higher rate than any person in terms of white supremacy could ever do it. And if another organization that's doing it faster, you want to talk about the KKK, they killed thousands of Blacks. Planned Parenthood has killed millions, 19 million. Nobody's having a conversation about that.
Okay, so let me just stop it right there, because I do have my own reservations. I understand what he's asking, and I understand what she's saying. And at the same time, I don't think that it's a race thing, that Blacks killing Blacks. It's more of a hate thing, or a gang-related thing, or hell, I mean, excuse my French, y'all. Or it could even be like self-defense. It's so many different reasons, but the biggest one that I think, in my opinion, is just gang-related. You know what I'm saying? It's just hate. I don't feel like it's just racist. In my opinion, I don't feel that it's that. And although I do understand her viewpoint on when it comes to abortion, but at the same time, in my opinion, it's a woman's choice, a woman's body. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying in my previous video, that I also did a reaction to from her. If you guys haven't seen that after this, take a stroll on my channel and take a look. But I just feel, not feel, I just think, y'all, I keep thinking, I keep forgetting that there's no feelings involved. But I think that it's just, I get that point, from both ways. Like, okay, yeah, it has been a lot of abortions, it's been a lot of this, but also I see it like, what was the reason why? You know what I'm saying? This, and that happened. It's just so much deeper. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's just so much deeper. Like, no, like that has to be the hardest thing for I would think that has to be the hardest thing for someone to actually walk in there and do. I don't think that any normal person that has feelings would be happy to do something like that. And if you are, that's just how you feel. No judgment. That's you. Whatever. But I just think that any same person with real feelings, you know what I'm saying? They're not just gonna walk up into that Planned Parenthood and just, or whatever, wherever they go, and just be like, oh yeah, take, like, it has to be that's a very hard thing for a woman to do, in my opinion. That's a really hard thing. That's a really hard, difficult choice to make. It really is, and it's pretty emotional. So I'm not gonna really keep talking about it. I know I've been talking for a minute, y'all. So let's resume.
The black, and this is important because the media gets us obsessed with this idea of white supremacy and the history of the KKK. Thousands of blacks were killed by the KKK, and by the way, so were white Republicans, and we were killed by white Democrats, which is why I'm adamantly opposed to Democrats. But nobody wants to have a conversation about what's really killing black America. Number one?
But black males are probably the most people in prison, so you can't say nothing's being done about it.
Well, first and foremost, what are they locking us up for? Are they locking us up because we're black?
No, you just said we commit the most crimes.
No, but I'm asking you a question. Are they locking us up because we're black?
I never said that.
Oh, okay, so I'm just saying to you that the reason why we're locked up the most is because we're committing the most crimes. We have to fix our communities. It's a real conversation that black Americans need to have, and I try to do that with the Blexit movement when I target our communities to have these conversations. The idea that white supremacy is the thing that's stopping black America is a complete and utter myth.
Okay,
and until we're willing to have...
I never said that either.
She's not saying you said that.
I'm not saying you did. I haven't
statement.
accused you of saying anything. I'm just saying what I'm actually saying. That's it, okay? The number one issue...
I just feel like sir, it didn't take you to say something to him. I feel like that's the number one way of causing chaos. You know what I'm saying? Just stay in your lane. I understand you wanted to back her up, but it's the conversation between them two, not them two and you. He said he had a question for Candace. Okay, like, I'm sorry, y'all.
Facing our community is father absence. Father absence, okay?
I disagree, but okay.
Excuse me?
I disagree, but okay.
Okay, well, you said you brought up the prisons, right? If you grow up without a father in the home, you're 20 times more likely to end up behind bars. You want to know who I got that from? President Barack Obama. He talked about the stats of what it does when you destroy the black family. The destruction of the black family, if you want to talk... Oh, wait, I'm not done. The destruction of the black family happened because of Democrats and what they did in the 1960s,
I agree.
LBJ and his Great Society Act and the welfare system. We can talk about all of those things. The very last thing we should be talking about, if I had to make a list of 100 things that's really screwing up the black community, white supremacy wouldn't make the list.
But I wasn't even asking about the black community. I was just saying, you said America wasn't a racist nation.
It's not.
It's not.
All right, so look.
It's not today.
The Black Panthers were all locked up and killed by the government.
Are the Black Panthers here today?
I'm saying, the KKK has been around since how long, and what has the government done for anything to persecute?
You think the KKK is alive today?
Yes, of course.
Oh my gosh, what are you find me one. I want to meet one.
You're saying
he making me mad. I'm not even gonna lie. He making me mad because I'm trying to hear the conversation between them two. But at the same time, hearing a different viewpoint and their opinion, I'm also enjoying as well. So I'm a little conflicted. But yeah.
KKK doesn't exist.
Now we have a
at
debate.
all.
Hey, wait. Now we have a debate. So I'm asking you, what are you saying
You're
about?
saying the KKK doesn't exist at all? What happened?
I'm going to ask you a question.
What did the government do to erase them? What did the government do to erase the KKK? How can you say they don't exist?
You have to slow down. I can't understand what you're saying. What did you say?
That's crazy to me. But how can you say the KKK does not exist today?
Well, I'm going to ask you a question. Where are they?
What do you mean, where are they?
Where do they meet?
They could be judges.
I just feel like this is a really big story and CNN should cover it. Where is the KKK?
It's literally an ideology.
No, can you name a leader? Can you name a gathering point?
Who's the leader? Where are they meeting? In what country? In what city?
Asking me Where? I'm not going nowhere near where
Because
they
they aren't.
Because they don't. They literally live in the media's head. Have you ever seen a KKK member in a hood? I'm asking you a serious question.
So you're saying the KKK does not exist?
All right, come down. No, come down. I'm dying to see this because I have asked every journalist that brings this
Before I comment on this, what she's saying, I'm gonna hear it out.
Since Charlottesville to tell me where the KKK meets.
So, in Houston, Texas, there was an event through a predominantly black neighborhood known as Acres Homes that was protected by the police, and they were escorted through a black community. So that's the issue. So they do exist. They are there.
And they're protected by the police. Yeah.
Let me say this. Look, I couldn't hold out any longer, y'all. I'm sorry. Don't yell. But in my honest opinion, just because we can't name a leader or this or that, that does not mean that that doesn't exist. That's just like saying racism don't exist. In my opinion, I believe that racism do exist. Whether I'm racist or not, I'm not racist because it don't matter what color you are. Like, I don't have no problem just because this person and that person grew up this way. No, I'm my own person. I think for myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. None of that matters to me. I got all different types of friends and I don't care. Y'all, I don't care at all. So what I'm basically saying is I believe that there are KKK members and people, because, just because this happened years ago, that does not mean that it's not people that's following along, like carrying it over to here, like carrying it over to this generation, this time, this. It's always going to be somebody doing this, and that. Like, even if we don't know it out loud, they could be in the background. It's a lot of stuff that don't even get put on the news. There's a lot of stuff that don't even have articles or anything written about it for us to necessarily. It's a lot of things out there that we don't know. Is pretty much what it all boils down to. Just because this or that is not in your face, or you know what I'm saying, that does not mean that it don't exist unless you can show me where it don't exist at all. Unless you can show me, like, I'm talking about all over like, show me where it don't exist at all. That's what I'm waiting to find out.
Okay. So I'm asking you a serious question. As a Black American, you fear the
But I'm gonna hear what Candace has to say, y'all.
Okay.
I don't fear any.
Okay. So you saw.
That's where I agree with y'all.
Look, I am from one parish.
No. We're not doing 3-on-1. You can have a time. You can have a time when you get to the.
Not 3-on-1, but it was okay to do 2-on-1. I mean, I understand 3 is more than 2, but it's okay for you to do 2-on-1. I didn't see, y'all. I'm sorry. Please don't yell at me about my opinion, but this is just how I feel. Like, didn't nobody say that when it was 2-on-1 with him, but now it's. I mean, I guess she did let the other guy talk and it didn't say anything. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it,
I'm asking you a serious question.
Okay.
Of all of the things that is going on in the Black community, you cannot look me in the face and tell me that you really think that the rise of the KKK is a real thing.
But
I won't believe that.
I'm looking at America, not really the Black community. Like,
and I'm shocked to hear. You said you've never seen a KKK member. You said that there was one in Texas. What year was it?
It was around 2008, just before.
2000 and what?
I graduated high school in 2008 in Acres Homes from Carver.
And they were walking down the street in hoods.
Yeah, that was an event there. It was a
Georgia, they
huge.
still have events.
Well, I think we're losing.
Good. Yeah, well, let's not lose the focus. Yeah, that's fine. I will definitely look it up. I will look up the Texas event, the KKK walk. But the point that I was making, maybe they did meet once, however, 10 years ago in your town, and I'll definitely look into it because I always want to educate myself. But the point is that
it hasn't even been 10 years, Candace.
Neither of you can look me in the face and tell me that you think that the KKK is a real threat to the Black community. It's just not
how
true.
when they could be a judge or a doctor or a,
No, but the issue here is no one's denying that there are individual racists
in this country.
In a country.
I said America is not a racist country.
So
you know it's not.
If they're not a racist country, how have they done nothing to persecute KKK members? Like
What?
David Duke. David Duke is a known KKK.
Yes, David Duke endorsed a Democrat running for president this cycle. I just have to say that.
Why is he not in prison?
What did he say?
David Duke
Can you
is
put the mic closer to him?
I do have to say, though,
can't hear him.
it's so marginalized, it's so minimal, the overemphasis, over-conversation,
It's weird that we even talk
over-focus.
about it.
These
I mean,
people
it
are
honestly is
losers.
weird.
These people have no life. These people are not in mainstream society. These people are not what people try to make it seem.
And this is why I say when you heard me say earlier that I hate when us, we are the most privileged Black people in the entire world, right? We are, plain and simple. The most privileged Black people in the entire world live in America today. it's insulting to me because when my grandfather used to tell me the stories about the real KKK, the ones that would come on horseback and shoot into his home in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and do you want to know what my grandfather says about them? He says, and when they used to come around, my dad used to shoot back at them boys. Such an empowering thing when he talks about them. He talks about them like they were children. He tells me stories about when the black mothers would...
Just to chime in, that's just her grandfather's experience, though. That's not everyone from our, family, our ancestors from back in the day. That's not their experiences, though. That's her grandfather's specific experience with the KKK. That's not everyone's experience, so that's just one opinion. Unless you have a whole list of people or family members that's like, but even then, like, it's family. Like, not everybody is living in the same place, if that makes sense. Like, it was just all over. That's just my opinion.
And take the hoods off.
But I do get what she's saying, y'all. Like, I most definitely do get what she's saying. But at the same time, it's just being honest here. Let's be real. Let's
yell
be
at
real.
them and say, is that you, Peter, or whatever their names were? And then when you come up and you say it like, what are we going to do about the KK members? You're not afraid of them. I know you're not afraid of the KK members.
I'm not afraid of them.
You're not. So why are we talking about them? Why are you even giving them the air or the conversation? Because you once saw them 10 years ago.
All America did was
walking down the
change
street.
laws, and all they did was have to change their methods. They could have just changed their methods.
But what did they do? Did they shoot and kill? I generally am trying to understand, where are the KK? Are they killing black people? Because if they are, they definitely should be prosecuted.
Laws against murder.
I think that the issue, the thing he's trying to bring forward is that when you look at the historical treatment of organizations or groups of people of color, whether it's Black Lives Movements or Black Panther and so on, the moment that they were demonized, they were listed as terrorist organizations. Why has it never been that the Ku Klux Klan was demonized or listed as a terrorist organization?
They were never demonized? The Ku Klux...
No.
By the government? Never.
Has the government
because
ever
they were
listed
the
them?
Government. They were Democrats.
Well, yeah, this is not true. The
Oklahoma
City bombing was categorized as a terrorist act, so you're incorrect there.
So
the Fort Hood massacre was terrorist.
I was a common engineer. I was trained by some of the same people who knew the guy, so I understand.
So let me ask you a question. Was the Waco complex considered a terrorist organization by the FBI, yes or no?
Who?
The Branch Davidians.
It should be.
Oh, but they were white. You said that never happened against white supremacist organizations.
No, I said the Ku Klux Klan. I'm talking about the Klan in particular.
It is a similar type organization, the Branch Davidians.
Why are they not answering the question? That's what's making me angry. Nah, but I love their honesty. Like, all of them. I'm not sure who the two guys are, but I just love their honesty. I'm loving this debate, just to hear the different opinions right now, to see, like, it's a lot of stuff that I don't know that I'm learning.
Branch Davidians
Klan
were
existed for almost the entirety of America.
The Branch Davidians were a white supremacist organization.
As a terrorist organization.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this up because if I genuinely thought that you thought the KKK was alive and well, we'd have a full, long conversation about this. What we're talking about here is that you want to ignore, and this is what genuinely frustrates me so much about the black community, you want to ignore all the really big issues that we should be talking about, okay? We all know what's going on in our communities. We just had another rapper that was gunned down. We know about black-on-black crime. We know about abortion. We know about the education system. We know about Antifa, which is the closest thing that I've seen to white supremacy since I've been alive, is Antifa, which is the modern-day KKK.
So I agree with you on all of those.
That show up,
I agree.
okay? And
I
the
agree.
media
Those are the
demonizes
biggest
it. But
issues.
instead you want to talk about something that you have to pull your memory from 10 years ago
Can I
when
ask
they
you
were walking
something?
down the street in Texas.
What do you think started black-on-black crime? It hasn't always been a big problem as what you're talking about. What do you think started?
I already told you what I thought. Father absence started black-on-black crime.
And what
I already told you
what
that.
started the biggest father absence in America in the black community?
Lyndon Baines Johnson in 1964.
Was he not American government? That's what I'm saying.
And let's do a president.
Look, what I'm saying is I don't really care. I don't care about Democrats and Republicans.
Who is still encouraging father absence?
Democrats and Republicans are the same. It's the same government. That's what y'all don't see. Like
I'm neither.
political parties are literally to divide us because it's.
No.
Democrats and Republicans are the same.
I think you and I agree on the fact that there are problems. What we disagree with is that I am telling you that the left started it, the Democrats started it, and the Democrats are still perpetuating it. And the way that they're able to perpetuate it is by getting you to stand up here and ask me a ridiculous question about the goddamn KKK when we should be talking about father absence and abortion and black.
I understand what she's saying. She said pretty much the same stuff last video. Let me finish.
Black crime. Thank you for your question.
Okay, so I could have really just let it play through. But anyway, guys, we're going to end that video right there like that. So let me say what I need to say. So I definitely do understand a lot of their viewpoints, but from my perspective, the question still was not answered. I just feel like it was a lot of details into this and into that, but it wasn't directly answered. And you know what I'm saying? And I understand what they were saying. And it's like every single time someone brings up a question, in my opinion, for the most part, from what I've seen so far, let me say that it's always, you know, let me debate about it. You know, like, I mean, it's cool. Have a debate. You know, that's how you learn things, in my opinion. How you learn things, but it's always, oh, you know, we should be focusing on this, we should be focusing on that. It's not like we're not focusing on those things. This is just a question for this moment, this present time, this present moment that this specific individual had. And I just think that they didn't directly answer it. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, this is just your opinion. This is just your opinion, and your opinion does not have to be everyone else's opinion. That's why I'm just trying to expand it here, expand this brain of mine here. But you know what I'm saying? I do have my own reservations and I do have my own opinions, and I'm not going to agree with everything that I see. I'm not going to just automatically just go this way or that way. Like, I'm thinking for myself. I am my own person. I'm just watching videos, reacting to it, and making my own opinion, guys. I don't want you guys to think, oh, you know, she's going for this or she's going for no. I'm expanding my brain and I'm picking and choosing what I choose to believe and what's actual factual. And as I'm digging deeper, you know, into everything, I'm honestly forming an opinion of my own, because that's the ultimate goal. Like, I don't want to believe in anything by default. I want to have my own opinion, my own beliefs by what I believe, you know? But anyway, guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction video just as much as I enjoyed reacting to it. Y'all comment down below. Give me more things that you guys would like to see me react to on this channel. I really do pay attention to every comment, y'all. I try to, at least. Also, guys, don't forget to thumb this video up. I know some of you might not like my opinion, but it's just an opinion, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, on this journey here, just help me. Like, teach me, tell me where I was wrong at, or where you think I was wrong at. Like, I'm all up for opinions. Like, I love to see it because I love learning. And you will never stop learning, like, ever. It's always going to be something to learn. But anyway, guys, on your way out, don't forget to also hit that red subscribe button and ring that bell so when I drop a new video, you guys won't miss it. And as always, it's a pleasure to have you guys come kick it with me. But you guys know it's time to go. I don't know where you're going to go, but until next time, guys.